Do you guys think Walker Kessler's a starter? Or, excuse me, an NBA All-Star? I think he can make a case to be an All-Star.
Uh-huh.
I think as a rookie, his performance, the defense, the block shots, I think he's already a more impactful player than Rudy Gobert. If you look at his numbers, he's averaging a double-double since he's been starting. Like I think Walker Kessler, I don't think he is an all-star. I think he has a really strong case to be an all-star. And one of the other things that I would say about Walker Kessler, one of the conversations that I'd like to have about Walker is how many Jazzmen have been more impactful than Walker Kessler's been this year. Mm-hmm. One, just on the trade alone. The fact that Danny, and this is a piece Tony Jones wrote in The Athletic a couple of weeks ago now, that Danny Ainge wouldn't do the Rudy Gobert trade without Walker Kessler, and that he leveraged the Timberwolves and said, hey, I'm not doing this deal without Walker.
Yeah. That
right there tells you how impactful Walker Kessler was before he ever dribbled a basketball or put on a Utah Jazz uniform, right? Like, he was impactful. My question is, like, when you look at the roster this year and you look at the guys who've played significant heavy minutes, and I was doing this last night, and I think Walker Kessler is one of the three most impactful Jazzmen of this year. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind at all Lauri Markkanen's the best player on this team.
Facts.
There is no doubt about that. But when I look at guys and I look at their impact, I truly believe that Malik Beasley is the number 2 most impactful guy, with the idea that he's going to be traded. He shot well enough and played well enough that he's made a big impact. He's starting in injury absence situations. He is hitting big shots for the Jazz. He's played well enough to put himself in a position where the Utah Jazz will be able to trade Malik Beasley and get assets in return. All of that factors into, hey, he's really impactful. And then I think number 3 is Walker Kessler. And I've thought a lot about this. When I was laying in bed last night with no socks on.
Right.
You know, I was thinking about it. And I think no doubt Lauri Markkanen's number 1. Number 2, I don't think, in my mind, I think it's Malik Beasley. And number 3, I think Walker Kessler is the 3rd most impactful player on this roster, Jake. And I don't actually think it's that difficult to make that argument.
No, I don't think it's that difficult to make that argument. And I think that, Walker Kessler has obviously grown quickly inside of Will Hardy's system. And I think that, it's been really cool to see him go from being a bench guy to advancing into the starting lineup and really setting his feet there, taking a foothold, taking a strong stance in that starting opportunity, because I don't think we should just take for granted that a rookie big, could hold on to a starting role. But he's done just that. And to me, it really all stemmed from his natural ability to block shots. That's where it all started for him. And then I think he's had to grow into the offensive side where he's starting to understand, okay, I've got a little bit of a jump shot, just a little bit of a jump shot that I'm working on. But really what I can do is I can set screens and then I can be really effective in the pick and roll. And I really think because he's more mobile, he's a little bit more athletic than a lot of other bigs out there. He's better on his feet. He's a little more capable. That allows him to get to certain spots on the floor. And you look at a lot of these times when there's like 50-50 balls or like he's trying to run down a rebound or whatever the case may be, he gets to that ball. Right? And that sometimes is the difference between winning a game or losing a game, or even winning or losing that possession. Simply getting that extra rebound. And I also think, the other thing is that he's really the only big on the squad, right? Like Kelly Olynyk, yes, can play the 5, but Kelly's not a traditional center. He's not a traditional 7-footer with that kind of size and that kind of body. He's much more of a power forward hybrid guy, right? So to me, it's like Walker has really stepped into that role, and that's why I think, I agree, you can make a case that he, deserves some all-star consideration. That said, I think this summer, as I've been saying, is crucial for him. If he comes back with a jumper, a reliable jumper, even if it's just an elbow jumper, I'm not even saying the guy's got to shoot threes or anything, but just come back with the ability to pick and pop, he's going to be an all-star next year.
Yeah, I have no doubt about that. And I think, again, I think that Walker is a fringe all-star now. But I think I could make an argument that he's in that second tier of centers in this league already as a rookie, just because of his defensive prowess and his ability to rebound. But again, I was just looking at numbers, and obviously Malik Beasley's advantage is he plays every night. Like, the guy's available. He's played every night. It's one of the knocks you have about Lauri. He's missed some games now. But Walker Kessler's been pretty available to this team.
I mean, listen to some of these names, right? Like, and this is from ESPN. This is a ranking of the best centers, right? Every center in the league ranked. Like, I'm not taking Walker over, like these first couple, the obvious
the Jokic
people. The Jokic,
the
Embiid, Capella, like the Claxton. Those four guys have been the best centers in the league. And I know Capella's been up and down. Totally agree with that. But you can't argue with the fact that he's been reliable. He's been available. He's been that guy, right? So to me, I look at those four guys and I'm like, okay, those four guys have been the best, highest contributing centers. But as for everybody else, right now today, there's a lot of these guys I'd take Walker Kessler over. I'm looking at like Thomas Bryant. If he hadn't done what he did in the last 2 weeks, I'd be taking him over. I would be taking Walker Kessler over him. But right now today, with how they're playing, I think you got to take Thomas Bryant.
Well, and Thomas Bryant is shooting threes well. He's got a bit of a jump shot, and he's actually become an integral player for the Lakers. So I would actually take. Just because he can shoot threes, I would take Thomas Bryant.
A couple other names, though, like Mason Plumlee. I'd probably take Walker Kessler over Mason Plumlee.
Absolutely, I would.
Drummond.
I would take Walker Kessler.
I would take Kessler. Bam Adebayo.
I would take Bam.
Yeah. I look at a couple of these other names, and here's Walker right on the list. ESPN ranks him as the 14th best center in the league right now. Couple people that are just ahead of him. Jakob Poeltl in San Antonio.
I would take Walker Kessler.
Daniel Gafford in Washington.
Boy, that's a tough one. I think, man, Gafford's just that player that. But I think, you know what? The funny thing is, when I think of Gafford, I think of hey, he's going to tip that ball out that leads to a three, or he's going to make that little play. Walker's doing that as well.
Yeah,
Walker's doing that as well. I think Walker right now here today, I might lean Gafford, but a year from now, there's no doubt Kessler will be a better player.
And then Robert Williams. I think Robert Williams is a really tough case because he's a really physical center, man.
Yeah, I just think he has a better body than Walker Kessler does.
Here's what I'll say though:
it's close.
If you sort this by games played, which they don't allow you to do, but just looking at it, Walker's right there with the best of them. He's played 48 games right now. So to me, like I look at this and I just say, man, like he's out there every night, and that's why I say durability. Durability-wise, he's one of the best centers in the league, no question about it.
Kenny says Udoka Azubuike should be near the top of that list.
Right.
No, this isn't the list of guys that should have been cut before the season.
Right.
No, not that list. This is a list of the best centers in the NBA.
Right. Just saying. Saying.
So, Boyd Lake, good morning to you. Kurt Myers, good morning to you. How the heck are you guys? Tanner Plummer. The first one in. By the way, Tanner his train was involved in an incident.
Dude, why are you running people over with your train?
Yeah,
like
Tanner,
come on, bro.
The anger's got you. Got to deal with that.
That's right, T.
You gotta, you got to deal with that. Is what I'm saying. Kenai Johnson says, top of the morning, fellas. Cincinnati will take it. Mr. Burrow seems deadly right now, and Patty hasn't beat him yet. Oh, we'll talk
those refunds.
We'll talk NFL playoffs coming up here in about 20 minutes on the show. What's up, Lopes fan Gabe? Good to see you. Lewis in the GZ. How the heck are you? Glenn in somewhere in California says, good morning. Hate Nathan still.
Yeah, where's DeAndre on this list? Let's see.
DeAndre Ayton is one of the
he
watching
is
Ayton last
17th
night.
on this list.
Watching Ayton last night was incredible. He just can't catch the ball.
Yeah.
The guy. And I know that sounds like I'm being simplistic. And I totally understand that. DeAndre Ayton is not a good catcher of the basketball.
Right.
Like, you can't lob it to him in all confidence. You certainly cannot throw the ball below his waist because he ain't catching that. And he doesn't catch the ball well in traffic. I don't know how you explain. He's got, and the funny thing is, having shaken his hand, DeAndre Ayton is a large human.
What's up, big bro?
He's got big hands. My guy. He can't catch the ball with those big hands, though.
All right.
So I don't know. He's a frustrating player, San Diego. I agree with you on that. Tanner says they're late. Who's late? Steve Lopez says, good morning and happy Friday, everyone. Let's go.
Let's go. It's Friday, baby.
Don't forget to hit that like button. Absolutely. Thank you, Steve Lopez, for being a member of the program. We appreciate that. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. So please make sure you hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget, we are absolutely going to take U+1 to a Utah Jazz game. The last Jazz game at Vivint Arena.
Yeah, dude.
April 8th against the Denver Nuggets. The four of us, which is me, Jake, U+1.
The Nuggies.
Are going to watch the Denver Nuggets come in and get their ass kicked by the Jazz. Probably not. And we are going to take you to the team store. You can buy any item in the team store you want. Please wait. The item you want is a Jazz sweatshirt. I'm telling you, unless you play ball, you got to get game shorts. I'm telling you, get a Jazz sweatshirt. Here nor there. My point is, hook it up. We'll watch the game together. It's going to be amazing. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel. And really, essentially, you want to be a member because you're always going to have more opportunities.
Yep.
If you were a member of the program 12 hours ago, you have 5-to-1 entries.
Damn right.
To that contest. That includes Steve Lopez. That includes our guy, Nameless Ghoul. 911 says, good morning, hacks. The hacks on YouTube.
Yeah, the hacks on YouTube.
Tyler P says, Lauri got robbed. Nah, he didn't get robbed.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been a starter. He'll be a reserve, no doubt. Tim L says, good morning. Andy H says, Luca, I complain about every effing thing in the game. Doncic. Man, Andy H., it's good to see you.
Yes.
Tanner says, my name is Luca.
My name is Luca.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Luca, the train driver. Jordan A. says, it's crazy that Zion got starter over Lauri and Sabonis.
But is it, though? With how they do voting, this is the issue. It's a popularity contest. This is high school all over again, right? That's all this is. Hey, I'm Zion. I'm wearing my ice and I'm dapping up on the sideline, dude. I'm dapping up on the bench, right? I'm dapping up while I'm on crutches or my groin hurts or whatever, right? Like, that's all this is.
Domantas Sabonis is probably the guy that should have been a starter.
Yeah.
But he was 5th by the players, 9th by the fans, 3rd by the media.
Come on.
Composite 6.5.
You want to talk about a guy who's been impactful off of a trade? Good Lord.
Yeah. Sabonis is the guy that...
Dude knows how. Dude will get you 20 and 10 on a regular basis.
Yeah. Zion should not be. That's an embarrassment. That is a blight on the face of the NBA. Honest to goodness. That's a blight. Troy, good morning to you. He's also a member of the program. Louis Capazzo, the Jeezy. Welcome all of our...
By the way...
St. George listeners.
I think it was Troy yesterday. I could be wrong. Who was asking about how the bash is going to work and invites and all that.
Yep.
Dude, if you're a member, you're invited to the bash.
You're
right?
in.
You're in.
And yes, somebody else was asking about +1s. Of course, you can bring a +1.
Yeah.
And we will have a guest list that you guys will be on for that bash. So absolutely, you'll get taken care of. Alex Chacon, who is also a member, says Zion has missed 20 games. He shouldn't even be an All-Star.
That's what
exactly
I'm saying,
right.
dude.
Exactly right. Anton, good morning, sir. To be fair, people would be saying the same thing if KD or Tatum wasn't starting. But yeah, I agree that Embiid should be a starter. But if you look at Jason Tatum, he's been arguably the best player in the NBA this year. He is an MVP candidate. Like, you have to.
Yeah, there are levels to it.
Joel Embiid is the Philadelphia 76ers. Like, that's incredible. James Knight, good morning from Australia. Mike says Jokic is clearly the best big man in the league. Why do you start this, man? Why do you start this? Why are you doing that? Who's the best center in the NBA?
I would go with Embiid, but if you go by wins added, which is a stat that everybody loves to die on the hill of, Jokic is number 1 in the league at 15. But I don't know. Yes, yeah. You know what I hate about this is if I say Embiid is the best big in the league.
Well, he's always injured.
Well, that inherently means that I'm saying that Jokic is somehow not a good big or something. Like, They're both great bigs. The thing that I like about Embiid over Jokic is Embiid wants to punch you in the face, dude. Embiid wants to end you. And Jokic is just looking to hit his little one-legged jumper or pass the ball. And Jokic is incredibly effective.
And I think Nikola Jokic is soft. I think there's a soft component of it. What he did with Morris last year is unforgivable.
Yeah.
And Joe doesn't hit you from behind, he hits you in the face.
Yeah.
And I also think, by the way, that he is a dominant player at all three levels. Jokic is a better three-point shooter. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But I would rather have Joel Embiid. The injury thing absolutely is relevant, but it's a 1A or 1B thing. It's not, neither one of them is bad. Andy H says, worse is the NBA All-Star voting that actually affects contracts. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Jokic greater than Embiid, but not by much, Andy says.
Listen, statistically, Jokic is a better player. On paper, he's a better player. But what I'm talking about, and what really we're talking about, is on the floor, when you look at, okay, clutch time, got to go win a ball game, who's our guy? It's Embiid. And the difference is that everybody on that damn team knows it's Embiid, and the defense knows it's Embiid, and he still beats you at that size. That's what's incredible to me. That is what is truly incredible to me. That when you're that guy, you're starting to get into the era of best players in the league, that type of realm. That's why I say yes, Jokic is a hell of a player. I'm not even really saying that he's not a good player. On paper, he's even a better player than Embiid. But if you're asking me who I want to take a game winner, who I want to win me a game, I'm taking Embiid all day.
Yeah, I don't think I can disagree with that. I think they're both really good players. I think, when I look at it, I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I think we're arguing.
Yeah.
The minutia.
Yeah.
The absolute minutia of the conversation. I think we're arguing the minutia of it. But I just think that when you look at the way that this all-star thing is happening, you got to fix it. Mm-hmm. You got to fix it. Anton says, did you guys see the 2K rankings? Lauri is 45th overall in the NBA. That's not bad. That's not bad. And I simply maintain that finally, what those rankings got right is that LeBron James is the best player in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, he's getting a little love for that.
How many of us here on the show or on the program play 2K? Is 2K still the thing? Yeah. Is 2K still the coup de grace of video game? Because I'm not a big 2K guy.
You're not a big 2K guy.
It's okay. It's the best basketball game out there, but best game?
Yeah, I'm not.
I enjoy playing NHL 23 more than 2K, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, I would much rather, looking at some of these rankings, it's a little surprising. Anthony Davis gets a lot of love, dude. Anthony Davis gets a lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
Which I just don't know.
Yeah, a lot of love for sitting his ass on the bench.
I don't quite understand
Davis.
Why he gets so much love.
Yeah.
I don't know. LeBron number 1, Luka number 2, Jokic 3, Giannis number 4, Joe 5, Kevin Durant K Dizzle is number 6.
I even disagree with this list.
How is Kevin Durant number 6?
You're telling me Kevin Durant is the 6th best player in the league?
Steph Curry 7, Tatum 8, Ja Morant 9th, Anthony Davis 10th.
What kind of ranking is that?
Yeah, I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. When I look at some of these rankings, I'm just what are we talking about?
And again, this is top 10 players in 2K because 2K got brought up in the comments
section.
section.
LeBron number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no problem with that. I think he's the best player in the NBA. Luka number 2. Okay, I can see that. Nikola 3. Jokic. You're telling me Giannis is 4? You would put Giannis or Jokic right now?
Giannis.
You got to take Giannis.
Yeah.
You got to take Giannis. He's got a ring. You got to take Giannis.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid 5. Kevin Durant or
my problem
Kevin
with this
Durant
list,
or Jokic?
Oh, I'm taking Durant all day.
Durant or Giannis?
Guy.
Durant or Giannis?
If we're going by rings, you're taking Durant, right?
Durant or Embiid?
Durant.
Durant or Luka?
Durant for sure.
Durant or LeBron? Right now, I'm taking LeBron.
Yeah, I think you got to take LeBron.
And that's what this. See, like this
if
is.
I was making this list, it'd be LeBron, Durant, Steph, Giannis, Joe. That would be my order. That'd be my order. But hey, look, I don't want to get too lost in the weeds on this,
But no, I don't think it's getting lost in the weed. You know what I think this is? This is the All-Star conversation. Mm-hmm. This is, and I'm working to get that graphic up for you guys. This is, and my issue with this specifically is, I don't understand the respect factor for some of these guys.
Well,
like I don't understand. Like if you look at this right here,
yeah,
and you look at the this is all about respect. That's what this is, right? So LeBron, number one, earned it. Luka, I don't have that much problem with him being 2. But Kevin Durant is 6th.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is 10th. Ja Morant is not Ja Morant or Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. Ja Morant or Nikola Jokic.
Yeah. I think you got to go Jokic, dude.
Ja Morant or Giannis.
Giannis for sure.
Ja Morant or Joel Embiid.
Joel.
Ja Morant or Kevin Durant.
You know what my problem with Ja is in this conversation? Look at the size difference.
Well, and he hasn't won anything.
Well, yeah, but neither is Jokic. Jokic hasn't won anything.
Yeah, besides an MVP.
Wow. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's won an MVP. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Anthony Davis shouldn't even be on this list. That's again.
Has Anthony Davis has a ring, right? But Anthony Davis hasn't won an MVP, right? I'm not tripping on that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Tanner.
He has. Oh, no, that's the All-Star Game MVP. All-Star Game MVP. Sorry.
Yeah. Tanner Plummer says, could KD be 6 because he's injured? But do they factor in injuries? How's Anthony Davis 10th?
Yeah.
How's Ja Morant on that list then? How's Steph on that list then?
I don't think for video games, I don't think you're factoring in injuries. I think like if you look at the list, Luka's number 2 on the list because it's him and everybody else. So 2K is saying, okay, they're getting to the playoffs every year on the back of Luka Doncic, right? Like he's carrying that team. And I don't even disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. You know, it's like that's facts. But what I start having a problem with is when you say Kevin Durant's 6th on the list and he's got, what does he have, 4 rings, I think it is, or 3 rings. And, you know, he's got, you know, he's widely regarded as one of the best scorers in the league. And by the way, while we're on the LeBron, Kevin Durant thing, I love this conversation about the fact that LeBron is not getting the respect he deserves as the best scorer in the league. Right? Because he is now about to pass Kareem on the all-time scoring list. And that doesn't mean that you're the best scorer in the league this season. But I actually think if you just look at it by this season, he is. By stats, I think he is.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Well, the fact that Donovan Mitchell is 7th in backcourt players in 2K, the fact that you have the top 3-point shooters, Curry number 1, Klay Thompson number 2, and Curry's a 99, rated a 99 in 2K from 3.
And they flat out said he broke the video game, essentially.
Klay Thompson's a 90. Malcolm Brogdon's number 3 at an 89.
Right.
Like, this list is...
That's for 3-point shooters.
This is some trash. Yeah. But you look at the top 100 players, it's interesting to me that Zion Williamson is 12th.
How?
Zion Williamson 12th. Damian Lillard 13th. Devin Booker's behind Damian Lillard. Devin Booker's behind Zion Williamson. Devin Booker's behind Anthony Davis. Don is 16th. Kawhi motherfucking Leonard is 17th.
Hey, Claw.
I'm never buying this broke-ass game. I'm never buying this broke-ass game. And by the way, you look at some of the other names on this list, man. Like, I'm shocked by some of the names on this list. So where are we all at
with 2K? Where are we?
Lauri Markkanen's 45th. 45th.
Yeah.
Rated an 86.
Wait. Scroll. Paul George is 23rd on the list?
No, Domantas Sabonis. He's 22nd, Paul George. Paul George behind Trae Young. He's behind Jaylen Brown.
Bro, okay.
Mr. Can't make a free throw.
What a choke job that was.
Oh my God. Paul George or James Harden?
You got to go James Harden.
No, you got to go Paul George.
Okay. Well,
you got to go Paul.
Well, what happened to you, Mr. James Harden apologist? What happened
Not
to
for Paul George?
What happened to James is the best player in the league again, and James is on a resurrection tour?
Well, look, just because I would this just would his beat. See, you're getting all up in my feelings now. Listen, Paul George, I think, and I could be wrong, but I would put him top 3 pure shooters in the NBA.
Yeah.
Paul George is a monster.
And people react poorly to that take, and I agree with you. You look at Paul George, dude. Outside, if Kawhi wasn't so damn injury prone, like I think he's the best 2-way player in the league. But Paul George is right there. Like who's a better
Jaylen Brown can't make a free throw.
Yeah,
Jaylen Brown can't make. He shoots 67% in clutch situations under 5 minutes
dude.
in games within 5 points.
It's embarrassing.
He missed 2 last night. Oh, yeah, let's rank him a 90.
It's embarrassing.
Jaylen Brown, Celtics fans buy games.
It's embarrassing.
A-hole. I love doing this. I get fired up over it.
Right.
Alex Chacon says, I would rank Dame over Book. I'll slap the taste out of your mouth, sir.
Okay. Quick question. Has Damian Lillard ever been to the NBA Finals? And no, I'm not here for Portland fan who's I'm not here for Portland fan who's wearing his really short pants on his cute little bike with his beanie and his cup of coffee riding down the street, banging on his wrist saying it's Dame time. Where was Dame time when the NBA Finals were going on? Where was Dame time when Book went to the Finals, bro? Like, I love me some Damian Lillard. I loved watching him go 21 of 29 or whatever it was for 60. But don't tell me that Devin Booker is ranked behind Damian Lillard, dude. Come on.
Tyler P., I will ban you. Tyler P. says Booker should be behind
Bro,
Dame.
I'll put your ass in timeout. I will do it. I'll do it.
The thing I want to understand is, do you guys understand that drinking and drug use at 6:42 in the morning is not
no break
encouraged?
Well,
it's not encouraged. It is not. Yusuf says SGA.
yeah, where's SGA on the list?
He gets a lot of love.
Well, he
on
should.
This list.
He should. Damn good player.
SGA is 59th on this list.
He's 11th?
He's 11th.
What?
SGA, dude.
Okay, I got a real problem now. SGA is ahead of Jimmy Butler. He's ahead of Don.
Kawhi.
James Harden he's ahead of.
SGA's that. I think Kyrie Irving is getting a little disrespect on this list too.
Dude.
I mean.
That's what I mean. Like, how do they make these rankings?
I don't know. DeMar DeRozan's 26.
DeMar DeRozan is a better version of SGA.
I don't know, man. Anthony Edwards is 29th on this list. Good God.
Damn.
We need to put this away, man. We can't be.
Yeah.
We can't. You know.
Yeah.
Probably too much at this point. All right, let's get some of your ridiculous comments in here. Jeremy Bolton says, "Well, good morning, Erwan. Good morning." Anton says Booker misses a lot of games as well. Yes, he has.
He does.
Yes, he has.
He does.
James Knight says you clearly watch 0 OKC games, Jake, and we know that you watch all of them. And I'm a huge supporter of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but tell me you want to win a game first. Tell me, because you're never winning a championship in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. If SGA wants to be a legend, he needs to get out of OKC. Period.
Right.
Period. And that's number one. Number two, he doesn't play in games of consequence. So I'm not going to put him ahead of Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, who have played in huge games of consequence.
Yeah.
And performed in huge games of consequence.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that in OKC, every single night, you have absolutely nothing to lose. Even when you lose, you don't lose. But, I mean, if a tree falls in the forest and lands on some bear crap, does anybody know about it?
Nope.
You know, like...
I watch OKC basketball, dude. I know that James Knight's going to come in here and say, Josh Giddey's the best thing that's ever happened in the NBA.
If they had Joe Ingles, they'd win the championship.
I know that you're going to come in here, bro.
Patty
I know.
Mills.
Listen to me.
Patty Mills is a difference maker.
You want to know what you can die on with SGA? Right now, today, at this point in his career, he's matching what Kobe did at this point in his career.
You want to know what you can die on with SGA? He's irrelevant.
Wow.
He's irrelevant. It doesn't matter because they're going to be, in my opinion, one of those teams that just doesn't matter.
But we're talking about 2K rankings here, right?
That's true. They're under 500, and this is what I've said to Jazz fans, and it pisses Jazz fans off. Talk to me when you're 500 or better.
But this,
you're not.
Here's the deal, though, with the 2K rankings. Like, look at the Lakers. Like, Bron's the best player in the game, and his team is not good right now. Now, again, they've been hurt. I get it, excuse after excuse. Rob Pelinka goes out and makes this trade. Great, whatever. But 2K is not about the team. It's purely about the guy's ability. And these rankings clearly are partially about the respect a player deserves or doesn't deserve. And you're going to get ranked higher if you deserve respect. But my question is, even if it's about respect, how is Kevin Durant the sixth best player in the game? How?
These conversations be crazy. James Knight says OKC will win a chip before the Jazz.
Please.
Again, you should put the pipe down because the Jazz are in exactly the position you want to be in to rebuild and retool and win a championship. Rudy or Ryan P says, where is the offensive juggernaut Rudy Gobert? I think he's probably in Oklahoma City. You know. Sean Carden says, Danny waiting for teams to get desperate and overpay. Probably. James, lay off the Coke products, Andy H says. Hullabilly, holy crap.
Where have you been, dude?
Wait, my computer must be broken. I thought that said Hullabilly.
Well,
does that?
Look here, man.
Wait. I need to clean my eyes out here real quick.
Who the f*** is that guy?
Okay. That says Hullabilly.
Who the fuck are you?
Wow. 2K rankings don't matter. The real question is, what badges do players have? Okay.
Blake Phillips.
Doesn't OKC have like 100 draft picks? They do. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man.
Oh, my
Hullabilly
God.
says, sup, guys? LOL. Yeah, thanks for coming. What's wrong? You don't want to talk Golden Gopher football?
Whatever.
I miss Hullabilly. I miss my guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I miss having you around, man. Mm-hmm. Hullabilly's a long timer on this show who just decided that he hated us and doesn't want to be around the show anymore. And,
Hullabilly, when are you going to join the membership, bro?
Oh boy, here we go.
When are you gonna
The problem is Hullabilly doesn't even know about the membership because he's been gone so long.
What are you, nuts?
What are you, crazy? You can absolutely become a member of the program. All you have to do is click this link or click the join button. $9.99 a month gets you exclusive access to all things from events. Get you 5-to-1 entries in all of our contests. We actually have some merch designs.
Made progress yesterday.
We have merch designs. We're working on that. You get a discount on our merch that we're going to drop. You get all these advantages, but the number one is you get into our members-only Instagram chat group, which I think has been worth triple the price of admission. Maybe we should raise our... Anyway, the point is, go ahead and click that link, become a member of the program. We look forward to seeing all of you guys. Don't forget about our March 10th event here in Salt Lake City, where we will have Brant Keithy and Max Tooley, BYU and Utah football represented at the Big 5-0 birthday bash. Cannot wait for that. As members, you get into that. That is Utah Grizzlies hockey versus Kansas City. So looking forward to that. Click the button, hit the link. $9.99 a month, cancel anytime. What's up, Riley O'Brien, member of the program? Guys. Program. Football 50 is 2 minutes away. Sway and Muzak about to start. Exactly right. Anton says D Book or Harden.
You gotta go with Book, bro.
I think you probably got to go with Book. James Knight says plenty of draft capital in OKC. Correct. The problem is they don't do anything with it.
Okay, can I just pose a quick question, James?
No.
James, quick question, bro. How is it that an Australian like yourself has become an OKC fan? Is it simply Giddy? Is that what it is?
That's it. Why is he a Brooklyn fan?
Why
Patty
not?
Mills.
Why not be a Milwaukee fan? At least then you'll win something.
He is a Milwaukee fan
Yeah.
because of Joe Ingles.
Yeah.
And I'm not hating on you for it. You're just not correct. You know, Sam Presti is no Danny Ainge, but he'll do. The problem is he hasn't done. He hasn't done.
Nope.
He has not done.
Nope.
Let's see. OKC is going to get Wimbenyama, your mama, and stuff, and they'll have two of the skinniest guys in the history of the NBA on one team,
Well,
and no weight room.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's my point. Oh, look at Hullabilly joined.
Let's go.
Look at Hullabilly. Let's go.
Attaboy, Hullabilly.
I do seriously miss you, Hullabilly. It's really good to see you, man. It's really good to see you.
Appreciate you.
You know.
DM me on Instagram. I'll add you to the Instagram chat.
Welcome, Hullabilly. Yes, make sure, Hullabilly, now you send a DM to Jake on Instagram, SLC Jake on Instagram. He'll add you to the members only chat. Everybody,
Yes.
welcome Hullabilly into the
Yes.
membership. We appreciate that. Thank you so much.